Hello guys, doing another review here. Basically, if anyone has seen my last review that I did a pair of headphones. They were a pair of M Cubics headphones. They were a headphone that I got for $10 that retailed for about between $40 and $50, and they were actually really good headphones. They had the sound quality of a headphone that would probably cost you, I'm gonna say, in the $70 up range, between 70 and about 100 and 110. Uh, build build quality will be 4 out of 5. You know, you're talking about very high rankings in every category. Sound quality, like I demonstrated before, was on the level of a headphone that cost a lot more than what it was. Now, what you're looking at here are a pair of headphones that I will put in the same category. Now, these don't retail for as much as the M Cubics did, which were the palette, which was basically their top model, other than their wireless or Bluetooth headphone, which has pretty much the same driver, just a different design on the outside. So what you're looking at here are a pair of Sentry Black Diamond headphones. These basically are a new series of headphones that Sentry decided to do. Now, if you're looking at this headphone and said, "Hey, I've seen headphones with that design before," it's because you have. There are, I'm going to say, probably 5 different brands using the same ear cup design. Okay, the ear cup itself, and there's a low level lighting kicked in pretty good. The ear cup itself, okay, is the same. Now, the rest of the headphone Sentry did on their own, because this is actually, out of all the brands that have this ear cup design, Sentry has put more effort and better standards and higher quality materials into these headphones to make these better than everyone who has this design. Now, of course, the drivers are their own drivers. Now, they all have the same design. Now, you may think that because they all 6 companies have the same headphone design, ear cup, so they all sound the same. They all the same. No, Sentry did something different. I think 3 out of the 6 companies actually, or 4 maybe out of the 6 companies actually used the same drivers. Sentry did not. And you see the price there? $10. I got these from the same location. Now, other retailers may offer a discount, and you may see these headphones at a Marshalls or somewhere. I don't know, because I've been going to lower in places lately to try to find gems. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm trying to find, a pair of headphones that are actually good quality on a budget. I'm not necessarily on a budget, but I'm just trying to go that route and do something different. So I ran across these here. Now, mind you, I have had a big history in the past with Sentry before. Actually, when I was a kid, they were, I think they were the first headphones I ever owned. First headphones that I ever bought on my own. I think and Sentry's been around for a long time, and they're known for a inexpensive headphone that actually have an okay quality. So that would mean that if Sentry makes a high priced headphone, in a company like Sentry's case, a headphone that's 30, 40, $50 is really high, because the company really tries to stay in the range between literally $10 retail and 20. That's basically their range, and everything in between. So for them to make a Black Diamond series out of this headphone speaks, big things. Now, it's like your normal ear headphone, over the ear type. You get soft cushion uh, ear pads. They went all out. They actually, with the box design, they basically gave you a nice looking box to go with it, and they're the headphones themselves in the box. There, I think Sentry did a really good job on presenting the headphone in the box. They made it look really nice. Now, everyone who knows me knows that I'm a high-end audio junkie. I've been dealing, I'm a young guy. I've been dealing with audio since the age of 15. Actually, younger, but I've had high-end systems or high-quality systems since the age of 15. When everybody my age was listening to boom boxes and all this other stuff, I had actually had receivers and amplifiers and speakers that retailed for $400 or $500 at the time at my age, and I actually had nice stuff. So today, of course, I have really nice stuff. That's where I am now. And I'm in my studio right now, basically. So I just want to say that I know my stuff. I know my headphones. I know sound. I actually uh, on the scientific end actually hold high regard and my knowledge as far as audio reproduction. And I know headphones now. $10 is nothing to pay for something like this. Now these headphones, as far as sound quality, and from a company like Sentry, actually offer pretty good sound quality. I'm going to say that it's pretty flat across the board, but there is a little emphasis in the lower, excuse me, in the bass area, but the upper bass area, upper closer to the mid-range area. There's a little, what a lot of speaker companies do or headphone companies do to attract people who really don't know much about sound. They'll actually put an emphasis on the upper bass to let people say, "Oh, that sounds good," because the upper hertz and the bass range give a feeling of bass when actually bass is defined as everything. Everything that a woofer does is considered bass, but to do it accurately is the main thing. And these headphones here in the bass region is okay. I'm saying on a scale of 1 to 5, 3 being average. These are about a 3, 3.5, I'll say, on the bass range. Um, the mid range itself is flat, neutral, nothing really de-emphasized or emphasized. The high end is the same way. Um, the high end is the same way. Like I said, nothing really. It's not an overly bright headphone at all. As far as sound, it doesn't tense your ears up. Um, the high end rolls off very nice roll off on the high end. So it gives a smooth, open, and clean effect. So I would give the high end in these headphones probably a 4 out of 5. And the mid range I give about a 3.5 also out of 5. So overall, you're looking at like a 3.5, 4 out of this headphone. A little better than average for what these headphones retail for. Now, I've been on the website. I'm actually a Sentry member because you have to log into their website. If you go on Sentry.com, you will have to have I think it's a 5-digit code to actually get into the website. And I've had mine for about 4 years now. And I'm going to say that this is one of the best headphones that they have. Um, if I was anyone who was out there looking for headphones and they run across these and they may have a similar pair, now mind you, if you go out and find these headphones, they're probably most likely, if you don't go to big lots. Now here on the East Coast, North and South, big lot stores are all across the North and South, all the way from Boston, excuse me, Maine. Actually, I think there's one out there, all the way down to south, down south. So where I'm at, there are two actually, because I'm kind of between states, two different states. So you actually have a variety, and you will most likely end up paying $20 to $25 for these headphones. Maybe 15. Whatever. Some places have sales, so I can't really tell you the definitive price. But I found the price. These actually go for $29.99. It's a $30 headphone retail. That's basically what Sentry suggests and retail this headphone for. They put a lot of attention and detail into this headphone. Um, the headband on the headphone is actually really nice. They actually use a nice grade of fake leather, but it actually smelled real. Um, Good soft rubberette feeling ear cups. The whole ear cup, and everything in here has a rubber feel to it, but it's plastic, but it's a nice quality. Got a gold trim around here. soft leatherette ear cuffs that are really soft and really nice and durable. Also, you can tell it's good material. They actually put really good homework into these headphones. And I'm going to say for a $30 retail headphone that you can find at Big Lots for $10, and most other places probably for $19.99, and play, maybe 25 because they retail for 30. Sentry suggests the maximum retail for this to be $30. So a lot of places you're more you're more Sears, Macy's, etc. If they have these headphones, you're gonna see them for $27.99. They're gonna be close to the retail price, but you may find some off-brand. But because Sentry sells their stuff at a lot of different places, so you're likely to literally find these at a Walgreens, literally, and they'll probably have them in there for $17.99 or maybe $19.99 or whatever. But if you get a Big Lots, $10 for a headphone that's $30, and it has the sound quality. I'm going to give these a final rating, like I said, of 3.5, 2 or 4. But the sound quality of the headphone to be a $30 retail headphone, I'm going to say it has a sound quality of a $50 to $55 headphone. I'm going to say that these can hang with a $50 headphone all day long. And build quality is on the same level also. The headphone has a build quality of a really expensive headphone. I'm really surprised. The only thing that I'll give it a negative for is here into the adjustments here where it comes together, and most of the mechanics are in here that pulls it up and down off the shaft. That's a little cheap feeling or looking on the inside. But other than that, the headphone is made really well, and sound quality is really surprisingly well. Like I said, I like the Sentry brand. I do own actually three different other brands of Sentry headphones. Some of their top of the line studio headphones, which actually are a really good studio headphone. There are some guys that did a review on those headphones. Younger guys, well, not younger guys, I'm young myself, but guys that don't know anything about audio, giving these headphones a thumb down. They don't really, they probably have a boom box, but when you really know audio and the sound of audio, to critique sound, you have to know what you're listening to. Now, these guys are looking for the bass to be blowing your ears out and the highs to be real bright. And, that's the average person. They don't want it to be too bright, but they want that bass. They want the bass. And a lot of times, when they want the bass, that means coloration. Coloration means uh, basically a false sound. You're actually getting false tones, etc. That's basically what you're getting. You're getting a speaker that's not producing the tone, reproducing the sound correctly. And to hear the difference of a flat responding speaker that has the natural and right amount of bass, right amount of mid range, and right amount of treble, when you compare it back to back, you can really appreciate that flat speaker, as long as it does have a good bass tone, as long as you can hear it. And in the low region, the low rumbly bass that people like, that's usually below 40 hertz, people, can get a really taste of how a really good speaker can produce that and the way it feels compared to a speaker that's basically producing mid bass. When you get the mid bass pump, you hear the boom and all that. People like that punch and that boom. That's mid bass. You're getting 60 to 100 hertz. You're not getting 30, 45, 40. You're not getting that low bass like that. You're not getting none of that. So, well, okay, guys. I just want to do a quick video on another pair of headphones that actually has a really nice flat response with a little mid bass in the bass. But what do you expect from a $30 retail dollar headphone? But overall, like I said, mids and highs are very surprising, very open, clean, and natural. Very, very surprised on how the highs on the mids and highs are on these headphones. But Sentry has a really, really, really good reputation of making a really detailed mid-range and treble. And with the studio ones that I probably will do a review on, really do have a really good natural, open, big sound. So, okay, guys, just want to do a quick video, like I said, on the Sentry Black Diamond headphones. The model number of these headphones was the hm800s. Um, like I said, I highly recommend these headphones for someone or any audiophile, or any just person who wants a good pair of headphones. You may not have to know anything about sound, but I recommend these headphones. You know, I'm not saying they're the best, of course. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that for $10, you're really not going to find too much of a better headphone for that price. and Big Lots has a big brand of just a big line of headphones that brands I never heard of, and I took a chance on a few because I knew that I could, you know, return some of them if there was any problems. Which some of, tell you the truth, some of them had problems. I had to take some of them back, but the ones that I had to take back just had terrible sound. You know, just hollow and just, you know, they looked nice, but they just had terrible sound, hollow and thin and no bass at all. They were, you know, most of these companies now, the cheaper headphones and even the high quality brands now are just like emphasized. It's a fad for these companies to say extra bass or what's it called? What the main thing? What's the main word for the deep bass? Is with the main thing that they put on these headphones now, and you buy them. You go out and spend $10 on a real $10 headphone. Not these are $10 headphones that really retails for 30. But you know, at a discount place like Big Lots, which is a discount place, everything in the store is going to be half of what it is, or less. You know, so I didn't even take these headphones out of the box. I don't know why I didn't, but let me do it now then. Wait for a second there. Okay, this is the most backwards video I've ever done. I'm on the sheet here, on this bench, and there's a sheet here. I got my white sheet that I did my review on. It's dirty as crap. But anyway, this is the leatherette I was telling you about. Looks pretty good. Like I said, it's soft. It's, you know, very, very soft and leather-like. And it has the smell of leather also. And at the bottom, they actually did a different grade of the same leather to a smooth texture, though. And there's the ear cup. Now, like I said before, this ear cup has been done by many companies. There's about 6 that I know of that do this headphone, and 4 of the 6 companies, if I'm not mistaken, use the same drivers. These are 40 millimeter Neo drivers. They actually are chambered inside. It's not a regular. Most Sentry headphones are chambered, believe it or not. It's not just sitting in there. Let me get the inside of the cup there. Good quality here, but very nice headphone. Good looking headphone, as you can see. It is a good looking headphone. I know this review is pretty long, but it's worth it because these headphones are actually really nice. I was thinking about getting a backup pair. That's something that I usually do, especially at a place like Big Lots. And for the price of these, $20, for, you know, a backup pair, just in case I want to give somebody a pair, or usually 90 times out of 10, out of 100, I mean, the backup pairs for me. If something goes wrong, if I fall asleep and break them or whatever, I got my backup pair to back me up. You know, so instead of paying $60 if I was going to buy 2 pair retail, or if I was somewhere in a retail place, I go to Big Lots and pay $20 for both pair. So, okay, guys, just wanted to show you how they look out of the box. I should have did it from the beginning, but it is what it is. Okay, guys, about to finish my lunch, as you probably just saw up there, and I'll do a little more jamming and playing. Okay, guys, as always, God bless.